All right, for any of you guys that are out there that are book lovers, this is Stephen King's Thinner. Film came out in 1996. It's, of course, rated R. It's an hour and 33 minutes. It stars Robert John Burke as Billy Halleck. We have Lucinda Jenny as Heidi Halleck. We have Bethany Joy Lenz as Linda Halleck. We have Joe Mantegna as Richie Janelli. We have Michael Constantine as Tatsu Lemke. And actually, Stephen King cameos himself as the pharmacist in this. His name is Mr. Bangor. You would understand that if you actually knew Stephen King and all that, which I'm sure a lot of you do. So you understand that. So, anyway, so the film is centered around Billy, and he is an attorney, and all he does is he's one of those crooked attorneys. He gets everybody off because he's just that good. And he's obese. And so he tries to do all these diets to make it so that he can lose weight. And no matter what he does, it doesn't work. So on the way to, actually, after he leaves court, he finds out, he sees a bunch of racket across the street, and it's all these gypsies. And the cops are trying to run them out of town, and, because back then it's just, gypsies were the people you didn't want around. Still to this day, I don't understand why. Excuse me. But anyway, so, you have Billy who goes out to dinner with his wife, and she's, they're driving home, and she's doing a little something for Billy while he drives. Billy doesn't realize it, and he ends up killing Tatsu's wife, actually his daughter, and he ends up getting off. So Tatsu ends up putting a curse on Billy and the judge and the bailiff, because no charges were really brought to Billy, and he was like, all right, well, this isn't fair, so I'm going to curse them. And you'll end up seeing what other curses the other guys have, but we'll focus more on Billy. Obviously, as you can tell, it's basically so that he can disappear. He loses weight continuously no matter how much he eats, and so the whole film, it goes through Billy trying to save his marriage, trying to save the relationship with his daughter, but also trying to get Lemke to release the curse so that he doesn't fade away. In this film, you really do see the dark side of Billy, which is I actually enjoy. There's a lot of that you don't really see. A lot of these, you see the bad thing that happens, you see the event that smashes it together, and then you get a happy ending. In this, you don't get that. But it's definitely an intriguing movie. I'm glad that I watched it. There are Stephen King films out there that aren't worth the watch. This film is kind of, if you get the time, watch it, but I wouldn't jump for it. IMDb gave it a 5.8 out of 10. I give it a 3 out of 5. This film was directed by Tom Holland, and he's one of the best horror directors. However, Robert John Burke shows that he's not meant to be a leading man. He can be a co-star or supporting actor. He tried his best, but he couldn't really pull the show, at least not from what I could see. If you are interested in watching this, it is on Pluto TV and Tubi. So give it a watch. Let me know what you think.